then you can start to make ground, get those needed blocks, put that pressure on.
Cameron Brock is going deep. Cameron Brock is in the end zone again. Number 505.
And for the Radicals, you know, playing through the pain, a bit of it's physical pain, but it's also they've identified themselves. They're a young team. They're going to have some mistakes. And what really set them apart in their most recent game.
Going deep to Brock, and KPS just peeled off. It was too good of a throw from Levi Jacobs. And that's 2 goals in the first 6 minutes for Brock. Indy back on offense. The first cut for Brock. His throwing has certainly improved through the years. Jacobs feeling it, looking for Gross in the end zone. Another assist for Jacobs. And it's funny because the Radicals coaching staff say naturally he's a handler, but Kevin Brown still out for Madison. Poust has become an initiator. Here's Logan Bruce, veteran handler, to Victor Luo, who's just a really tough cover with his quickness. He'll drop the lefty hammer to the back corner where Jack Kelly's all alone awaiting. I do think we should rethink whether we make drops completions for the throwers, but that's a different conversation for another time, perhaps the offseason. Carpenter putting that 100% completion rate up in the air, but it will stay perfect. Jacobs on the receiving end this time.
That's what they're looking to do.
Have you ever used the concept of a hunter? Hold that thought. Logan Pruse sending it deep, looking for Kelly. Couple defenders there, but Kelly rises up and scores between them.
That's a fantastic catch amongst 2 tall trees surrounding him.
Jack Kelly was uncertain if he'd play this game. Had to go through of the quarter. A drop from Poust and then a Josh Wilson deep shot, and it was denied by Wilson, or by Payne. We see a great defensive play there from Carter Ray. It's the first block from this Indy D-line, and Dines is in the end zone to tie the game. And Cameron Brock just lost 20 yards in his throwing stats. And he won't pick him back up here because KPS went flying for the block. Up the line, and the Radicals have another break. It's Luke Marks in the end zone for Madison.
You know, studying the play a little bit more closely, what they're really keying in on is 100% pressure on Xavier Payne. Specifically, you don't have to have a team-wide defense of sagging potentially in a lane. You do it with this one guy.
Henderson shoots this one, looking for Dines, who makes a crazy catch. Second goal for Trey Dines, and this one was ridiculous.
That's an unbelievable play. The thing is,
the question, can we play with the same energy that we played with in Chicago? You know, we're a tired team. This deep shot is going to be devoured by Pettit Scantling. Time winding down here for Indy. Dines is wide open. He's got 10 seconds. Romar swings it for Brock.
They need this.
Cam Brock, a blading flick, and Dines elevates and scores. No time left, and Trey Dines keeping the alley. Indy beginning the second half on offense. Pettit Scantling gets another. His 4th block of the night, each better than the last.
I mean, that's an amazing block.
Now he's got Wilson beating Carpenter to the open space. And that was clockwork. Luke Marks scores the goal after the KPS block, and the Radicals break Indy to begin the third. That throw hangs up there, and it's snatched away.
You know, when you get gifted turnovers, sometimes you can get a little bit casual, and that's what we saw.
Jacobs for Dines. He did it again. At what point do they start saying, all right, we need you on O, and we need you on D? Can you play both ways? Deep shot looking for Weiland. Chris Weiland with a defender on his back, but he wards Chris Janae off and makes a tough catch. Radicals only have turned it over 6 times in the game, and the O-line's only turned it once, and the AlleyCats have turned it 14 times now. Nico Ranabat bids for the block. Goldenberg sends it deep for Marty. Chase Marty with the left hand gives Madison the exclamation point.
That's a jab straight to an uppercut. I mean, what a gut punch. Using all these metaphors just to say the same thing. Indy's really taking a beating here, and they need to find a way to in the game against Chicago, and here against a team where they're really able to successfully take advantage of that flow that they're having. I think it only builds on itself.
Dines goes with a crossfield hammer to Brock. And now another hammer back diagonally. Will work out for Contreras. But tonight for 3.5 quarters, the Radicals offense was very, very good. And Madison on the second day of a back-to-back wins on the road over the AlleyCats 26-22.